Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome. It is Chelsea match day. Chelsea, Aston Villa, or Aston Villa, Chelsea, because it's an away game. Dear friend, what is your expectation for tonight's game? It is going to be late in the evening game. Yes, 1:30 a.m. here in Southeast Asia. But in Africa, it should be around 5:30 p.m. Yes, 1:30 here should be 5:30 p.m. in Ghana. Nigeria, it should be 6:30 p.m. Dear friends, welcome to the channel. This is Salon Club. Let's get started to my preview. Aston Villa, Chelsea preview. What are we to expect? Well, let me start on this note where our head coach, Enzo Maresca, spoke. Yes, Maresca speaking yesterday, he said a lot of things, but I want to get something from this quote. Enzo Maresca, the reason why I joined Chelsea, or the reason why I joined this club, is because I saw a similar desire from the owners and the sporting directors. This club is not about surviving. This club is not about surviving. This is a club where you need to win games and you need to fight for something important. The players have known the target since we started. On the first day, the players have known the target since we started. On the first day. Who is this man trying to confuse? Me? Fuck. So all these whiles, you and the player, you see, they planned it, they plotted it. Or when the media interview, you tell them we are not in the title race. Every player we are not in the title. But now he's telling us that the players were aware of the target from the first day. And I saw one of his notes also, where he stated that he has been saying that we are in the top four, we are fighting for the top four. Maresca, you have never ever admitted that you were given the target of top four. You always repeat several times, any opportunity you get, that this ownership did not inform you, did not tell you when you were taking up the job, that you were in the top four. You change your mind, you change your attitude, you change your language only after you've been scolded. After you were spoken to or talked to, whichever you want to take it. Now, you said the players are aware from the very first day. Really? No, the language, the message you'll be sending out there to your players and to the fans is not the same. From this moment, we Chelsea fans, we can admit, we have accepted. Now you are beginning to speak our language. You are beginning to speak the language that Chelsea fans, with blue heart, we want to hear. And let me say, we appreciate you for that. Keep it going, because this is the kind of words, language, that motivates to fight for the ultimate. Quickly, I'm here for the preview. Tonight, Aston Villa, Chelsea. We have a lot of issues to deal with. But you see, before I go to my predicted lineup, I want to go into the preview proper. Yes, let's get started. Aston Villa will entertain Chelsea tonight, knowing a win will take them within 1 point. Knowing that a win against Chelsea will take them within 1 point closer to Chelsea's position, 5th place. Yes, there has been a disgruntlement. There has been a disgruntlement among the Aston Villa camp about having to play 5 matches in the space of 13 days. Yeah. You know, some of the fixtures doesn't make sense to me either for Aston Villa. It's a pity that EPL is that way. Chelsea, we used to find ourselves in such situations. We play Champions League, we play FA Cup, we play everything. 5 games in 13 days. After drawing against Liverpool in midweek, Unai Emery's side will play Chelsea tonight. Tuesday and next Friday in the FA Cup against Cardiff. Just imagine, they are loaded. The tight schedule puts further pressure on a squad that is defensively thin due to injuries. I'm talking about Aston Villa here, dear friends. Ezri Konsa and Leon Bailey will be assessed to later today ahead of this evening's contest. And these are all defenders for Aston Villa. The pair were involved in training on Friday, yesterday evening, but Emery may take a cautious approach in starting them. Axel Disasi is ineligible to play against his mother club. He is our player, so he's ineligible to partake in tonight's game. Yes. While Amadou Onana, Pau Torres, and Boubacar Kamara have all been ruled out of tonight's game. Aston Villa, they are in a very big problem. They are in a very big problem. You see, Aston Villa versus Chelsea tonight, match preview and team news is what I'm bringing your way right now. Our last meetings, these two squads ended 3-0 against Villa, Premier League, 1st December 2024. Yes, that was our last meeting in 1st December 2024. What do we expect tonight? Chelsea are looking to break back into the top 4 with a victory at the Villa Park tonight. Typically, it's been a happy hunting ground for the Blues. It is. It's been a happy hunting ground for Chelsea in the past. We've won there severally. And we were only beaten or defeated once at the Villa Park in 2014. You can imagine. The last time we were beaten at Villa Park was in 2014. Maresca is expecting most of the players on the injury list to return after March international break. Means that Chelsea right now, we are also depleted. Noni Madueke was the latest casualty and was forced off last weekend away to Brighton with a hamstring issue. The other individuals on the treatment table include Nicholas Jackson, Benoit Badiashile, Romeo Lavia, Wesley Fofana, and Mike Gueye. So Chelsea is not a complete squad either. Both teams have their own problem. The only difference is Villa played a game 2 days ago. Yeah. Well, now let me go to the stats, because I don't have much time and I'll not waste much of your time. I would not like to waste much time. So let me just go quickly, rush to my statistics. All right. The Blues, that is Chelsea, right? Currently, we've had advantage back at Villa Park against them. We don't often lose there. Highest it's a draw. But tonight's game, due to the circumstances and our new system of play, the game, I believe, will be different. In Aston Villa's last 5 games, their form in their last 5 games, Villa were in action in midweek as they held Liverpool to a 2-2 draw at Villa Park. Now, their last 5 games, actually, it was a win, lost, win, draw, draw. Win, lost, win, draw, draw. Their last 5 games. Now, they were in action at midweek against league leaders Liverpool. And they played a draw-draw, 2-2 draw. At the same ground, Villa Park against Liverpool. It was actually an entertaining clash. Yes. Now, before then, there was another game against Birmingham. That was equally entertaining. Either of the side could have snatched the 3 points in the closing stages in both games. Remember that their last 2 games are draw. Against Birmingham, 2-2 draw. Against Liverpool, 2-2 draw. Critically speaking, dear friends, I don't have much time. Critically speaking, Villa's poor form has gone slightly under the radar despite the stalemate with league leaders being regarded as a positive result. It did stretch their winless run in the Premier League to 5 games. Would they now use Chelsea to come back into the Premier League with a win? You see, during the period, they have drawn at home to Ipswich, West Ham, and Liverpool. They played drawn game at Villa Park against Ipswich, West Ham, and Liverpool at home, and lost away to local rivals Wolves. The Villains are 5 points adrift of top 4 and have also played a game extra than the majority of the league. They played a game extra. Yeah. Due to their FA Cup involvement and their Champions League involvement. Now, let's get to Chelsea statistics. The Blues have faltered over the past few months. Roughly 2 months, let me say. Which has put their title ambition to bed. Including their goalless draw with Everton on 22nd December. Chelsea have only picked up 9 points from the last 27 available. My goodness. Listen, Chelsea have only picked up 9 points from their last 27 available. 9 out of 27 points. A recent double defeat away to Brighton saw them crash out of the FA Cup before being beaten 3-0 by the Seagulls in the league less than a week later. You see, Enzo Maresca's side haven't won away from home in any competition this calendar year, 2025. I'm saying it again for you to understand it clearly. The Blues, Chelsea, the pride of London, Enzo Maresca's side haven't won away from home in any competition in this calendar year, 2025. The last triumph on their travels was a 3-1 win over FC Astana in the Europa Conference League. Astana in the Europa Conference League. However, dear friends, I'm about to run up. I'll be running out with my predicted lineup. However, 3 points this evening could see them climb back into the coveted top 4. 3 points tonight could see Chelsea back in the top 4. If Manchester City and Bournemouth fail to win. Remember, we are only leading Bournemouth with goal difference. So if City and Bournemouth fail to win, Chelsea could then climb to top 4. Anything short of that, and if City wins, they'll still be ahead of us. If Bournemouth win and Chelsea draw, Bournemouth will overtake Chelsea, will now drop to 6th position. It is what it is. It is what it is. Quickly, let me just go to my predicted lineup and I'll get out of this place. But before then, you see, Aston Villa goalkeeper, in our last meeting with Aston Villa, that Chelsea won 3-0. It could have been 4-0. The goalkeeper between the sticks then was Martinez. Yes, Aston Villa goalkeeper. He was then the most relieved man after the game. Why? He could have been punished. He could have been punished. Yes, let me use the word so people can. He could have been punished. After his mistake went unpunished. You see, the World Cup winner inexplicably presented a ball straight to Nicolas Jackson in that game. But the goal scorer couldn't react on time or in time, and Martinez did enough to spare his own blushes. Now, after the first goal, the second goal, Jackson could have capitalized on the error where Martinez made a mistake. That means that, why I brought this up, Aston Villa goalkeeper is vulnerable. He's vulnerable at the back. Well, there was nothing the Argentine could do about Chelsea's second goal. You know, we scored the first goal. Jackson was supposed to score the second, but the goal, which was the goalkeeper's error, but he later redeemed himself by saving it. But the Argentine could do nothing about the second goal that came from Chelsea. And it came in a similar format as first goal. A neat interchange between Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez saw the latter, that's Enzo Fernandez, pick up possession in a central area. Yes. And Fernandez, he did not hesitate as he poked the ball past his fellow countryman. They are both Argentines. I'm trying to give you an information. Villa did have chances to reduce the deficit, but Sanchez was equally Robert Sanchez was equal to another tame attempt from Watkins before Leverkusen cleared John Durans. Now John Durans is no more in the squad, you remember that? And Sanchez now is our second choice. I am not too sure if Sanchez will be in the first 11 right now. My predicted lineup is there, but I'm not too sure. I need to go back and check it out. So get these things from me clearly. John Dre is no longer there with Aston Villa. Sanchez is no longer our first choice goalkeeper. Now, Enzo Maresca's side cemented a victory in that 3-0 win against Villa in December. In the closing stages, through a familiar source, Cole Palmer shifted the ball onto his stronger left foot before unleashing an unstoppable effort that was destined to penetrate the top corner. A jubilant afternoon at the bridge for the Blues. Fast forward nearly 3 months later tonight, that gap could be closed. Dear friends, let me just go to my predicted lineup. I have a lot to talk about. If I want to continue, my time will go. Predicted lineup tonight. Dear friends, what do you expect? This is a game that both squads are depleted with injuries. But Villa should be more worried. Though, in the last fixture, we had almost all the players that are injured now in this Chelsea setup available, and they were involved. Wes Fofana, Nicola Jackson, Romeo Lavia, they were all involved in the game. But tonight, these players are unavailable. Well, quickly, my predicted lineup for Chelsea. And let me start from the goalkeeper department. I'll go for Robert Sanchez tonight. In a goal post, Robert Sanchez. Yeah. Due to his performances against the same team in December, I'll go for Robert Sanchez in goal post. Reece James, the captain, should be fully involved tonight. Between Adarabayo and Trevor Chalobah, tonight I'll go for Trevor Chalobah, pairing up with Levi Colwill in the center of defense, and then Mike Cucurella at the other side, or at the left side of defense. Mike Cucurella, left defense. Reece James, right side of defense. Levi Colwill and Trevor Chalobah, center of defense. And I will expect us to play overlapping fullbacks. In midfield, Caicedo, usual suspect, and Enzo Fernandez. The problem is my left wing and my right wing. But on my left wing, I will go for Tariq George instead of Jadon Sancho. I want a direct play. Tariq George seems to be more direct than Sancho. So I'll go for Tariq George on the left, and I'll go for Pedro Neto on the right. In number 10, it still remains Cole Palmer, and heading the attack, Christopher Nkunku. But you see, in my attack, I want a system whereby both Christopher Nkunku and Cole Palmer could switch positions. It could be rotating. Yeah. In between the pockets, one could drop to the pocket, one could, Yes. Dear friends, that is my predicted lineup. What else? I'll see you guys after the game for my post-match reaction. Shalom and peace.